EGM Network.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio at Vero Beach. I'm Keith McDonald here with Todd Byron and Steve. No, not Steve.
Steve's not here.
Mike Carano.
Holy crap, I'm out.
Yeah, Steve's not here.
That's it.
Steve's working.
What's up, Steve?
Try to
Mike
feel
Carano.
I'm out of here.
All right. Listen, I've got to be serious for a second here.
Go ahead.
I want to read this off my phone.
Go ahead.
Leanna Lynn Johnson will always be the badass mistress of metal. We all lost a remarkably talented woman, but the heavens gained one. I wish we could have done more work together. She was always upbeat, made you feel valued, and knew what to say. My deepest condolences to my friend Billy Lee. I think that was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But Leanna Lynn Johnson, who's been on our show 3 times since 2018,
Yeah, more than
passed
that.
away 2 days ago. And she was known as the Cuda girl.
Cuda chick.
Cuda
chick.
Cuda chick. And she was great on our show. What a personality.
Yeah.
The family, please help with what you can. Leanna Lynn Johnson, you can find her on Facebook. Leanna Lynn Johnson passed away suddenly, and the family has no means to bury her. The Mopar community really needs your help. She was one of us, and thank you in advance. And there's a GoFundMe page on Leanna Lynn Johnson. We'll post that up. We better post that up on that Classic Car Radio page, Mike.
Okay.
So people can, if they want to donate to the GoFundMe for her funeral.
And she did some beautiful powder coating.
Yeah.
Very, very talented woman.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
talented.
And multiple colors, and not too many people do the things that
I
she
know.
did.
I
And it was
couldn't
just
believe some of the stuff she did.
And what was it? Phoenix Specialty Coatings, right?
Right,
Was her
yes.
company?
Yep. And she was a New Orleans refugee. She got
Right.
pushed out of there by Katrina.
By Katrina, and
and
she
went up
moved
to
up
what,
north.
Tennessee or
Yeah.
Tennessee was
Tennessee, I
it?
believe.
Kentucky
Yeah.
or
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. And she's gone. I have no idea what happened.
Right.
What happened to her? And her family. One of her daughters wrote to me, and she wanted to know if I had a file for Leanna Lynn, the last show she did, and I
Okay.
found that file.
Okay.
And then Jesse sent me the hard drive file, basically.
Okay, so you sent it
So
out?
I sent it, but she hasn't looked at it.
Okay.
I sent it on Facebook. It's the only way I know how to get a hold of her.
Right.
But I sent it.
All right.
I sent the link to the YouTube show that
Yeah.
we did with Leanna. And then I did what Jesse sent me. I sent that as well. I
Okay.
gave her the link.
Good.
And I haven't heard from her daughter yet.
All right.
But I'm sure the family, they're very upset.
I'm sure
They're not going to worry about me right now, but
Right.
they'll love to hear her voice on the radio. So
Absolutely.
she did a great job.
And
that
every
day.
time she called in, she was always, we had a
upbeat.
lot of
I know.
laughs with her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And she
Yeah.
loved being on the show. She was
Yeah.
great lady. Rest in peace, Leanna. And we all loved you.
Right.
All right, let's do a little auto history. Now, I have tons and tons of auto history. I have files for every single day of the year.
Right.
But now I'm culling them down. Again, we are Classic Car Radio. We're an American car, really,
Right.
even though we did the Jaguar.
Right.
So I'm only going to really do, unless it's a really big thing, I'm really only going to do American history for the
Of
cars
course.
from here on, okay? And I think we have 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. So this week in auto history, December 3rd, 1979, this is very sad, the last AMC Pacer, the Dick Teague design car that looked like a fishbowl, rolls off the assembly line. So that was a sad day.
And it's funny because we just did the Jaguar
Right.
with Mike Myers.
Right. And he was also in the,
He had the Pacer.
in Wayne's World.
Wayne's World,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Wow.
Groovy,
There you
baby.
go.
There we go.
I think Jesse's going to keep that
Yeah,
for a while.
I like
right?
it. I like it. December 4th, 1971, in the largest recall in auto history, 3.7 million General Motors cars are recalled because of vulnerability to the motor mount failures.
6.7.
6.7 million. What did I say?
You said 3.7.
Oh, okay.
So you're 3 million short.
I'm 3. It still might have been the biggest. But anyway, 6.7, that cost them a pretty penny. Fix the motor mounts on
Oh,
all those
yeah.
cars and trucks probably too. All right.
December 5th, 1977.
I know, but wait.
What else
I
you
just
got?
wanted to know if you don't remember. You were too young in 79, right? So
79. He
You
was
were too-
around.
Yeah, but
I
too
was
young.
a senior in high school.
Yeah, but you
79.
were you working on, you probably didn't
I
know.
worked in a gas station.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
That was 70, 71.
Oh, 71.
79.
I thought we were talking about the Pacer. So
Yeah,
71.
the Pacer. Yeah,
No,
71 was the recall.
I was only in fourth grade.
I don't remember it. I was a junior in high school. I don't
Yeah,
Yeah, I
remember.
wasn't working cars in 71.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was skinning
December
my knees.
5th, 1977, Plymouth introduces the fantastic Horizon.
Yeah.
The Plymouth Horizon, the first American car with a transversely mounted engine driving the front wheels. It was the first American front-wheel drive car.
And
Imagine that.
didn't Dodge come out with the Omni the same year?
It's the same
Yeah,
car.
Same
even
car,
basic
right?
driveway.
They just changed the emblems on
Yeah,
it.
Wasn't the Horizon a little wide? Oh, I'm thinking of a K car. I'm thinking of the
K car. Oh, I hated those damn
Oh,
K
they were
cars.
horrible, horrible. You get one. A friend of mine got one from the dealer.
Right.
From the dealer, brand new, no miles on it. I go with him. And, you know, when we take a cruise in the car after I followed him home,
Right.
and the thing's clunky as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you hit some bumps and you hear bum, 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 bum. You know what I mean? It's like it had no suspension to speak of. It just floated around and hit a bump and it would bottom out. And horrible car, horrible.
Yeah,
That's the K car.
And
But they sold tons of them.
Yeah, and NYPD came out and bought a whole bunch of those K cars, and we had to use them as police
Right,
cars.
I remember you
and
telling
they
me
were
that.
horrible.
Yeah, I heard
you
that.
Couldn't
You
sit
remember
in,
the
you couldn't
story
put
you told
anybody
me.
in the back seat.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
horrible.
Unbelievable. You would think that wouldn't be suitable for a police car.
No.
Anyway, the Horizon and the Omni. Now the Omni had the GLH.
GLH, yeah.
That would the GLH Omni was a fast car, small, but you know what GLH meant? Do you remember?
No.
It meant goes like hell.
Oh, really?
And you know why?
Why?
That name and the design was Carroll Shelby.
Oh, okay.
Carroll Shelby made
Well,
those Omnis.
they did have a Shelby Omni
Yeah.
later on, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
In the 80s, I think.
Yeah, but Shelby was still involved.
Right.
But the GLH was goes like hell. And there was another one too, like a goes like hell something, maybe 2 or something.
Extra.
Or extra.
GLH.
GLH
X.
X or something like that.
Right.
We went even faster than the original Omni. So, I mean, these are little cars that kind of like a Volkswagen Jetta,
Right.
that kind of size.
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger than a Jetta.
A Golf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
More like a Golf.
Like a
Yeah.
Volkswagen Golf. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Ford had the Fiesta.
Right.
Ford Fiesta that was
Yeah.
like a Volkswagen Rabbit.
And that's what a lot of companies copied. That's what the Yugo looked like.
Yeah.
The Yugo looked like a rabbit.
And a Fiesta, Ford Fiesta.
Yeah,
looked
the
like
Ford
the same
Fiesta.
car.
They
Yeah.
were all the same S-Box.
Last week we talked about the Chevy Citation, the X11.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a good little car. And,
Yeah, it was fast. Yep.
So,
It was very fast.
all right, what else you got?
All right. December 6, 1954. Although it had been using the name for years, Volkswagen Werk, GmbH, that was the name of the company, finally just registers Volkswagen as a trademark in the United States. And you know why they did that?
Because they couldn't spell Farfignugan? Is that what
Good
he did?
one. Good one. All right. I'll take that.
Maybe you
that.
could use that in your next
Actually, it was too
Substack.
close to the war, and Americans did not like the Germans still.
No.
So they weren't selling that many, but the GmbH cars that came over, Volkswagen Werk, they didn't sell a lot. But when they switched to Volkswagen, for some reason in the late 50s and early 60s, they caught on, and then the hippies started liking the vans and all that,
Yeah.
and the bugs for that matter, but in the mid 60s, and they became very popular in the United States, and that's why we had cars like the Omni and the Horizon and the Fiesta, because Volkswagen was taking over the market, and then we had Corollas coming in, the Toyota Corolla, the Nissan, the Datsun
Datsun
210,
B210, yeah.
B210.
Yep.
They were taking over all that whole market, and so the United States, the automakers, had to come up with the Pinto, the Vega, the Omni, the Horizon, and American Motors came out with anything small.
They had a
Gremlin, the Gremlin.
Yeah, but they also had another small car.
Did they really?
Yeah, I can't.
I don't remember that, but the Gremlin was basically
the
an answer.
Rambler. They had the Rambler.
The Rambler was
AMC
bigger,
Rambler.
though. The bigger-
A two-door Rambler was little.
Yeah, but it was more the size of a
Yeah,
Chevy
I guess,
2.
yeah.
Chevy 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It was the Gremlin that came after almost the same design in a way, with that sloped hatch in the back,
Yeah.
just like a Pinto. They were going after that market, the Pinto market.
Right.
Pinto was outselling the Vega by a lot.
And then when Mercury had the Capri, something
yeah.
like that, had the Capri or something like
That
that.
was German made too.
Yeah.
That was a good fast car. If you had a V6 and those things,
Yeah.
I had one. It was a fast car.
They came with a V8. Some of
Capri-
the
yeah,
Capri-
302s.
Yeah, 302s. Yeah, later on.
Yeah, later on. I had the V6 and that thing screamed.
And I know Volkswagen, I just saw they're coming out with the new van.
Right. It's all electric, though.
It's all electric, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Like the old way the old vans were.
Right.
All right, what's the next one you got?
Finally, December 7th, 1965, Chevrolet sets a new production record for the first time ever. 3 million cars in 1 year.
Yep.
And guess what car that year sold the most?
The Impala.
Right. 1 million Impalas.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So General Motors Chevrolet sold 3 million cars in 1965, and 1 million of those were 65 Impalas. The 65 Impala was a gorgeous car.
Yeah.
It was really the right size, the right amount of power. The convertibles were awesome. Just a great looking car all around.
Well, they had to keep up with Pontiac, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd they have?
The Pontiac had the Le Mans or the GTO by then, right? 65?
Yeah, but that was more that was an A body.
Yeah.
The GTO was an A body, and the Chevy Malibu, the Chevy Chevelle, they were all A body. The
Impala?
The Impala was what, a D? A D?
I don't know.
I forget.
I can never
forget.
remember.
Do you remember? But anyway, I thought it was like the Pontiac. I don't know, Bonneville? No, that's too big.
Bonneville's a big car.
Too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like a Tempest or something like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Again, the Tempest is a Le Mans. It's an A body.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but they were still about the
GTO.
same size car.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I'll have to look that up because I hate that I don't know the answer to that. Seriously. So anyway, what do we got for time?
Well, it's time to go.
Yeah, we'll go on break. We'll come back. We'll do some tech talk, and we'll be out of here, I guess. So don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages.
Enjoy Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time. You can save up to 50% on selected groups of indoor and outdoor furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Windward, Capri, Seawinds, Universal, Lexington, and lots more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, dining and bedroom sets, all on sale just in time to make Santa say ho, ho, ho. We have the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast, including a gallery of Berlin Garden, Pollywood, Hooker, Tommy Bahama, and Lexington. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half off. And don't forget to visit our outlet in the sales store just across the street from our main location with lots of new closeout and markdown pieces. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Come in now for our holiday half-price sale.
Sunshine Furniture.
When the check engine light comes on, turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Time for an oil change? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Brake work, alignments, maintenance, and more? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Your certified service center specializing in alignments, repairs, oil changes, radiators, brakes, even auto electric repair. Just east of US 1 at 1212 23rd Street, Vero Beach. Turn to the local mechanics you can trust. Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio of Vero Beach. I'm Keith McDonald here with Mike Carano, Todd Byron, and Steve Charbonneau has the night off. He's not really off. He's working his butt off.
He's fixing your car.
He's fixing my car as well as others, I think. He said he was really having a real S show over there. So not very groovy, baby.
No.
Nope.
Oh, groovy,
It's hard.
baby.
It's hard being the popular guy, you know.
Yeah, I guess
You know,
so.
when you take on what he took on, you know, It's a lot.
That's a lot.
And when you can't keep mechanics and you can't keep painters and you can't keep workers and people don't want to work anymore.
No.
Look,
Right.
I think Steve needs Doge to come in to get all his workers
That's
back
right.
to work.
That's right.
you know?
He needs Doge for sure.
Yeah. Couple of them.
Yeah.
So read off some of those car shows before we jump into this, because I don't want to cut you off at the end. I'd rather cut off Tech Talk and have you.
Well, like I said, we spoke about the Dick Arbitel Memorial New Year Rod Run Wednesday,
Right.
January 1st.
Right.
They're going to Cracker Barrel. Breakfast they're going to be there for 7 for breakfast. They're going to depart at 10. They're going to go to Riverview Park, US 1 in Sebastian, then to Memorial Island right here in Vero. They're going to have a food truck by Off the Hook. Drinks provided by Southeastern Truck and Auto Sales. Bring your chairs. It'll be a lot of fun.
Off the Hook is good. That's Wes Garcia's, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Last year, I think we had, over 300 cars.
Yeah.
You had close to 300 at your house.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had quite a shindig over
There was
there
a
that
lot
day.
of cars there.
Yeah.
I still use the picture that someone took. I forget who took the picture. At your house, though. I was standing there like this, with my, and someone took the picture. I used it for my Facebook page. Well,
Yeah.
right now I have Joe Biden sniffing my neck. Merry Christmas.
There you
We'll be
go.
passing out dash plaques too.
Oh, yeah?
So there'll be
That's
this
cool.
year. It's going to have Dave Marshall's
Baker
sedan,
on it?
the delivery van.
Oh, the delivery van,
Yeah, because
okay.
it's got Dick Arbitel Performance on the
Right,
side.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you put that on the side now?
He had Dick Arbitel Performance in that black cove of that yellow
Right, yeah.
thing. So it just fits the purpose of it. Yeah.
And then Saturday, Motor City Classic Cars in Vero Beach is having a show, December 7th, Cars and Coffee. That's going from 8 to 11. And Motor City's at 4900 42nd Place in Vero Beach. That's going to be a good show.
Yeah, they always have quite a few cars.
Yeah. We talked about we got C.W. Willis Farm is having a show the following Saturday. C.W. Willis Farm is located at 3700 9th Street Southwest, which is Oslo Road,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
They're having a Christmas car show. The entry fee is $20. That's Saturday, December 14th from 1 to 4. They also have a diner there, right?
Yep.
Right outside C.W. Willis Farm. So, yeah, right, you could eat. Everything will be there.
It's off 66th?
No,
That's on-
It's between 43rd and 27th.
Oh, okay.
On the
All right.
north side of Oslo Road.
On the north side of Oslo.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a new building?
It's fairly new.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
been there for a little while. You've
Okay.
got the plant nursery. They also got a market, a vegetable market, and that's all open again.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
All right.
I posted a lot of these shows on the Classic Car Radio Facebook page,
Okay.
along with the Sebastian Muscle Cars Facebook page.
Good.
O'Reilly's is having a Toys for Tots car show December 14th, which is on 512 in Sebastian. That's from 8 to 2. Bring a toy to children in need. That's always fun.
Yep.
December 15th, Ford's Garage. That just opened up in Vieira. If you ever been to a Ford's Garage, they're absolutely unbelievable. It's a restaurant. They just opened up in Vieira.
Oh, okay.
They're having a car show December 15th, but it's only for Fords. And that's at 5480 Lake Andrew Drive in Melbourne. That's between 95 and US 1. So that's what's going on.
Okay.
All right. And then the usual, every Saturday, Billy D. Arden does his McDonald's thing.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what's going
Second and fourth
on. It's every Saturday.
Wednesdays. Second and fourth Wednesdays up at Five Guys up in Sebastian, right?
Right. Second and fourth. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
The third Monday of every month is the TA Truck Stop. That's at 60 and 95 in Vero Beach.
Right.
First Tuesday is the Vero Vintage Volkswagens. It's always a good show. A lot of Volkswagens come there from 5 to 8 at the Walking Tree Brewery.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Cool deal.
That's
All
what
right.
we got.
Let's do some tech talk before
Before
we
it's
go
too late.
home.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Corey from Down in Tradition says, my grandfather owns a 67 Ford pickup. It has power brakes, but the pedal is always hard to push. He lives on a steep hill, and it's scary driving the truck downhill with the pedal like that. Can you fix this issue? There's a 5 in there.
I don't know where that 5 came from.
Can you fix this issue? I don't know either, but anyway.
He
It's
has
a
power,
hard.
he has
power brakes, but it's hard to push.
Yeah. Well, the booster's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
the
going to
brake
say that.
booster's
Yep.
Yeah.
You need to replace the booster.
Yep.
It's not a tough job, is it?
It's a little bit of work, you know.
Yeah.
Take the master cylinder off and then
Right.
unbolt it from the firewall from the inside and unhook the brake pedal.
Oh, geez, that's no fun. Okay. Unless you're good, don't do it yourself.
Unless as you're going down there, just downshift. It'll slow the car
Right,
down.
do that too. Here you go.
Yeah, if worse comes to worse, just jump out.
Jump out, take a video. That wasn't a big TikTok thing. The people jumping out of the cars and then getting hit.
You can hold on to the camera.
There you go. What else you got?
All right, Craig from up in Melbourne says, "Hey guys, like many of my friends, I listen to you guys every weekend on my truck's radio. If I happen to be driving, he's got to be doing AM up in Melbourne because you don't get the FM up that way.
Yep.
It'll be at 1370 AM. I own a 71 C1 with a 350 V8 400 turbo transmission. It's a daily driver, but a work in progress. My problem is my tail lights don't always work. I've checked the wiring, and the wires are hot, and the ground wire seems fine as well. Any thoughts?"
Listen, you could say that the ground wire is fine, but I would look for the ground.
You do the ground.
Yeah.
Put a second ground in somewhere just to play it safe. I bet it fixes it.
Do something.
Right?
Could be a ground, could be the sockets themselves.
That's right.
Yeah, that too.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
sockets get
That's
nasty.
the first thing I go for is I clean up the bottom. Clean up the bottom of the bulb itself,
Right.
the contacts on the bulb, and then I go inside and clean up. Then I plug them in. If they still don't work, then I start looking at
Yeah.
How do you do that again?
ground wire.
I'm joking.
You understand?
Just look for the ground.
Yeah, I know
Look for the ground.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
You're on a roll
Check those
now.
wires.
Yeah.
Mike from Grant, and it's not you, Mike, because you're from Sebastian.
Yeah.
Todd, I'm trying to get my rear quarter windows to go high enough to fill the top seals.
Fit the top seals, yeah.
Yeah, fit the top. It's a 1970 Le Mans Sport convertible. I've raised and pushed the rear control bar as far as it'll go, and it's still not correcting my problem. So
No.
what's that?
Uh,
Stop.
The quarter glass, the rear
Rear
back
quarter
Yeah,
glass.
the little
Okay.
window on the,
little
side
window,
that
the
comes
little-
up.
in the back, in the
A
quarter
bottom,
panel.
yeah.
All right, so there's a stop. You have to take the interior panel off. There's a stop that you can
Yep.
adjust up, and it'll let the window go up higher.
Okay.
Or you can bring it down and the window go down lower.
Right.
But for it to get out of adjustment, what happened?
Yeah,
Right.
true.
I mean, something had to happen.
Right.
A lot
So
of times the window unbolts from the little arm there, and it just doesn't.
yeah,
Yep.
So you got to be
but
careful.
I would adjust the stop.
Definitely the
You got
stop.
to take the interior panel off to get
Yeah.
to it, though.
Yep.
Yep, try that.
Okay.
Try that.
Wow, we're doing pretty good
Or
here.
tape it up.
We're doing good. We might get through everybody.
Go ahead.
Is there another one?
Yeah, one more on the
After-
second page.
Or
Oh.
he could do what I used to do back in the day. I didn't have no money. I couldn't afford to fix my windows. I just took and glad bagged it.
Glad bag.
All right, Bruce from Vero Beach says, I have a 66 Pontiac, another Pontiac Tempest, and I have the 326 rebuilt in stock form with stock heads. The shop builds race engines and put in a Urson Street Fighter cam. I was told that since the engine is especially gutless, it was wise to go stock with the carb and transmission.
Yeah.
Lately, though, the more I read, the more it seems like I can still make the car a little more peppy than initially planned. Someone who suggested a 389 manifold with the 4-barrel carb and recommended an AFB from 65, 66 model year. Yeah, 65 and 66.
How do you get more power? I mean, the 326, I got one in my Pontiac, and it runs great.
Yeah, they're good.
They got some
yeah.
power to them.
If he's got a cam in it, I mean, of course he's going to get a little more if he does a. Yeah, if
if it's a little Edelbrock Performer intake on
right,
there.
yeah.
Even if you find some aluminum heads, if you get some aluminum heads, put some aluminum heads on
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Run
But the
some ab gas in it.
326 is a good engine. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Put some ab gas
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
fun. That's a fun engine.
Yeah.
And very reliable, too. All right. Anyway, we are American Car we are Classic Car Radio of Vero Beach. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
We are out of here.
Put the pedal to the metal.